Hello guys, what is up? It's me, Rebel here, bringing you guys the first episode of the off-season. This is season 1 of the off-season. And as you see, we're starting off with looking at player retirements. If you do enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a video. As you see right here, certain rules are rejected, and I actually had to override some to get it rejected. And you can actually do this, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool because you can change up the rules, you can do whatever, and it's pretty sick. And since I'm kind of like the commissioner of this league, I can oppose rules, replace rules, reject rules, whatever you want to call it. Now, the other team that was added, if you don't know, at the beginning of the season is the San Diego Surf, which they are in the Pacific Division. And here's the draft lottery. Bam. We have the 11th best odds to get the number 1 overall pick. And we got the 11th overall pick. So, yeah. Detroit has the number 1 pick of the draft. Staff signing. Honestly, we end up cutting forward to a little bit, and we got Mike D'Antoni, who runs the 7-second or less offense, which I'm actually pretty happy about. So here's what I did, and you guys please don't get mad at me at this. I went to Trade Finder. I actually decided to trade. I wanted to trade away, honestly, Dwight, Hayward, and Goran, Dragic, which some of y'all, I just really wanted to trade them for some reason. And we're just looking at certain players. And I'm adding certain players to my draft board that we have scouted. And I'm just going for the top players. Sheldon, Hopkins, all the players that we have scouted a lot, that's who I'm going with. As you see, we're going for a lot, and it's gonna be good. And look, perfect. Some of them have badges, some of them don't. But if the people who don't have badges, we could develop them. So the Pistons select Cedric Poole. So here's what I did. Yeah, you guys are gonna be mad at me for this, but I actually decided to trade away Dwight Howard, look right here, and I was looking at Dwight Howard. I wanted to trade away Dwight Howard, but I wanted a pick in return. That right there would have been great. However, Goran Dragic, I could have gotten 2 picks from the Bulls. I just kept like looking like I know I could have gotten Draymond Green, but I decided, you know what, let's go for this. I was like, it is what it is. I actually didn't want that, so I wanted a second round pick, and it worked. It actually worked. So we got 2 more picks. So, yep, that's what it is. Now we are at the 11th spot in the draft, and there are 27 trade offers. No, there's no way I'm going to trade my pick. Absolutely not. So I went for the player who we scouted the most. I went with Sheldon Hopkins. He's a 75 overall, 6'10", 217 pounds. But for some reason, I went for this dude, Sheldon Hopkins, out of North Carolina State University. And we got who we wanted. So we went to our next user pick. There are 13 trade offers for that. And we have the 8th pick in the second round of the draft. So since we didn't have any players who we could pick, I went with this guy, Rick Lucas. Or even, I was trying to even go for different players, trying to see what their overall was, but I went with Peter Jukic out of Croatia. It's the first round, so now we go to we're gonna send to this round to our pick, and we get our player that we want, Rick Lucas, who's from Mississippi. Which is quite nice. So we're gonna send to the end of the draft. And I gotta say, that was pretty good. We decided to retain Peter Jušic's rights, which means he will sign with us, but until like we get him, we're gonna get him. So Robert Williams, I decided to decline him. Chris Clemens, I decided to, well, I didn't really want certain players because the simple fact that I didn't like his stats. Like, he came in and he was not happy. It's okay. So the qualifying offer is extended for Bol for at least a year. So he will be playing with us. So now we have these guys. And oh my god, I saw Jason Tatum. And I was like, what? But he's an RFA. Which is an RFA qualified, which means what you do is that you have to offer a contract, but the other team who has an RFA can negotiate, like try to match or get above. So I negotiated a contract. So I was looking around. This is gonna sound awkward. Looking at my roster, I decided like I can't access the game plans apparently. So this is our current lineup, like bench. So again, I'm looking at the roster. We just signed our rookies, those players, and to me it's getting ridiculous. So in my opinion. So we just go back. I'm looking through. Bam Adebayo would be a very nice like thing, but it wouldn't be at the same time. And then there was LaMarcus Aldridge, Jarrett Allen, Enes Kanter. And I was just basing it off of overalls and positions like what we need. Carmelo Anthony wouldn't be that bad of an addition. But there was Gordon Hayward. I did not mind Gordon Hayward because he plays for the Boston Celtics. No, he now plays for the Charlotte Hornets, but he used to play for the Boston Celtics, and he helped a lot. Well, he was injured a lot, but he helped a lot. And there was Victor Oladipo. However, I didn't really want to take Giannis Antetokounmpo because that would have been a risk. I didn't know if I wanted him. So I was like, you know what? Let's give Gordon Hayward a contract. Let's give Gordon Hayward a chance. It was 3 years for a contract. But Giannis, I didn't really want to get Giannis. Excuse me. I was going also by age for some reason. I really wanted to like have age as a factor into getting into this draft like this, and I didn't know what I was thinking about signing like some of the big guys, because I felt like if you were to sign like a very big person, then yeah. Also, there was Derrick Rose, and I could not pass that guy. He has a very incredible story with the Bulls, but he's now, I guess, going to revitalize his career in New York. This could be his chance. I did not want to get Lonzo Ball. So I decided to pick up, I didn't want to get like Corey, I had Corey Joseph, but I decided to have Bol, and yeah, 119.11 million for 4 years for Jason Tatum. And guess what happened? It did not work. Well, I don't know if it worked at this point. I did not like these players. I did not like the certain players on my team. Mario actually had like some kind of bounce back season. Like that was his career high, and the Boston Celtics decided to match. So this meant I had to get a different player, and this is really sad. So our next option it actually is Victor Oladipo. I chose Victor Oladipo because I think he would be a very good player. So we got him at 96.96 million. We negotiated that, and I actually didn't want to sign. I had to keep Rudy Gay and Malik Beasley, so I advanced. We got him. Perfect. And there was Kawhi Leonard. I did not want to sign Kawhi Leonard, so we just went straight into player progression. And I think this would be a very minor big three, like Derrick Rose, Gordon Hayward, Victor Oladipo. Like a small big three to show like we actually got them. And I didn't know what I was doing. So we go into player progression. At this point, yeah, go into player progression. I didn't know what I was doing. So the summer league, I'm gonna tell you right now, we actually won the summer league. So here the player progression. Here's the player progression, like everybody's stats. Cut for a little bit. We got I'm actually Cleveland, Ohio is the host for the new All-Star game. We won the summer league. I decided to not play this, so it's the 2K Hoops Summit. USA 1. So then there's training camps that you can only do one, which is very awkward. So I did perimeter shooting on Derrick Rose, and it's not helpful at all. I feel like you need an actual good training camp to develop badges and stuff. So the season 2 is upon us. Guys, thank you so much for looking at the off season. Y'all are legends in my book as well as for me. I'll see y'all in season 2, and peace.